like, why are you guys so mad about Mortal Kombat? Like, did we watch the same movie? Because Mortal Kombat, from what I recall, what I remember from the 90s, the original games, it was fucking cheesy. It was always meant to be cheesy with real people, sprites, posing, fatalities, friendship, babality, animality, brutality, like all that shit was fucking cheesy. The games, like they were, when you did the brutality and you killed the person, you see three heads, three arms of the same part. Like it was always meant to be cheesy. Like why is everyone getting offended by the movie? The movie was not that bad. The movie was not that bad, and the people that are fucking complaining about this are in their fucking early 20s to late 20s. Like everyone 30 and up is not complaining. Like you got what you came for. You got. I mean, I was upset that it didn't feel like a tournament. It was just like it was like all over the place with the setting, going to different places. But I mean, the original movie was more into like an it made you feel like it was a real tournament, like like it's us against you know these people, and we're really gonna die. I just didn't like the fact that it your soul is mine. Like if you're not familiar with that phrase, like it was just too easy for him. Back then it was a fight, and then he said your soul was mine when he felt you were dying, not when you were weak. Those are the two only things that I didn't like about this movie. Like the fact that like he took your soul even though you weren't like beaten up, you were just weak. And I'm not gonna say who. You guys obviously know if you're fans. And not to mention the fact that it just didn't feel like a tournament. Those are only two things about the movie that really I like the fact that they had almost every character that people care about in the movie. Even characters that are not main characters from different games they had in the movie. And then not to mention, you know, they get more into their backstories. Even though they had one character that had nothing to do with the game, but it made sense. They made it make sense. And the whole tattoo thing, like at first I was like, like what's the point? It doesn't make any sense. It's a birthmark. Like I didn't like that. But when they get into it and you understand why they have it, it makes more sense. But like for the people that are complaining about this movie, like you guys didn't see the movie in '95. The movie in '95 was so cheesy. The CGI was so fucking bad. You know, not to mention the cheesy '90s like one-liners that was so popular in the '90s. One-liners. Like they don't do that in movies anymore. But another thing is like Raiden's character in the original movie before they started this whole whitewashing thing. Like he was supposed to be Japanese in that universe, but he was white. But I didn't complain about anyone else because like they all had different nationalities. But this movie made you feel like they're really from different parts of the world. Like Scorpion and Sub Zero couldn't talk because one is Chinese, one is Japanese, but they understood what they had to do to each other, even though like like they conveyed the feeling like I'm still gonna kill you even though I don't know what the fuck you're saying, but you understand where I'm coming from. Like it was a good movie. I thought. I mean, I'm not gonna say it was like a 10 out of a 1 out of 10. A 10. I'd give it an 8. It was a good movie. Like you really get what you paid for. But they had brutalities. They had fatalities. No, I'm sorry. They didn't have brutalities, or did they? I don't remember. But they also had animality also, which was really good. But I'm hoping. I didn't like the fact that they set it up to give you a sequel. Like obviously they were gonna do a sequel, but like it made you just want more because it was good. It was really good. I enjoyed it. You know, like I remember the first time I got into Mortal Kombat. My cousin had gave it to me as a gift, and the first game I played was was the trilogy. I never played one, I never played two, I never played three. I played the trilogy. The trilogy, in my opinion, was the best because they put everything all together, in one game, and I thought it was great at the time. Like I haven't played Mortal Kombat since the trilogy. I played 10, but 10 and 11 were really good. No, 10. What is it? Yeah, not 10. X Mortal Kombat X was really good in my opinion. X was just as good as the original trilogy from the 90s, and you know, and X Part Two was also really good. The new one recently. I didn't play anything else because it was way too cheesy. That's another reason why I don't understand like why people are getting so upset at this movie. Like, were you expecting like an Academy Award winning script? Like something from the Marvel universe, something from the DC universe. Were you expecting something like Watchmen to be in this movie? Like the story wise, I mean, this is based on a tournament that is supposed to be cheesy, even though the world is gonna end by gods, fighting over who rules the realms. But I just don't understand, like, why are you guys mad? Like, you fucking get what you paid for, But like, I've always been a fan of Mortal Kombat, but I prefer the original trilogy. All the other games were whack to me. Sub Zero Mentology, Anthology, whatever it's called, was really good. I thought that was really good. Same universe. X 1 and 2 were really good. Like, everything after that was okay. Like when they added Freddy Krueger to the games, I was thinking about playing it again. You know, when they did Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe without the fatalities, I was like, there's no point. It doesn't make any sense. That's when I gave up on the franchise at one point. But other than that, like, you guys don't be mad. It's a fucking movie. Like, it's not supposed to be taken serious. The games weren't taken seriously. So yeah, I mean, they were taken seriously by the parents, in the '90s. Like, oh, I don't want my children playing these violent games. So much blood and that. But like, why are you guys taking it seriously? Like, shut the fuck up and enjoy the movie. All right. Please subscribe. I'm out, and obliterate that like button. Peace out.